Dun, dun, dun. No. Ba, 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 ba. I swear to God, this better work.
Hey, it's Twitter, it's not Google.
Yeah. There we go. Tweet is sent. Hunter somehow already retweeted it. Yes. Sweet. All right.
Watch you like a hawk.
All right. I guess we'll begin. Welcome to episode 118 of the One More Podcastle, part of the VG Evo network. It's 2015, and we're finally back from holidays, time with family, and time embracing the lovely capitalistic nature of our society. My name's Jason Lamb, your one Canadian host this week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
My name is Eric Hunter. I am the audio engineer and co-community manager. And even with the 2 weeks off for holiday, I still have yet to come up with something witty.
I'm Jonathan Ali. I'm the writer of My Two Gills on One More Castle, and I will be the styrofoam bowl of this proverbial poutine.
Poutine.
Have you ever tasted poutine, Hunter?
No. I've
No?
seen photos of it, and I am jealous.
Jeez.
No, we don't. I'm sure we have it somewhere in the States, but I'm just
Yeah, we'll just have
I'm
to
too-
mail it to you.
too
Yeah,
much
they
of
have
a lazy American to look for it. So
They have some
You know
in
what?
New York.
I say I've had poutine, but I've never been to Quebec, so I don't think I've had proper poutine.
You probably have.
All right, fair enough.
It's the same thing. It's the New Brunswick poutine or the Nova Scotia
okay.
poutine that's
Yeah.
different.
Oh, see, that's where I had it as well. That's here. No, I guess I've had it then.
It's mashed potatoes. It sucks.
Oh, I've never had
Basically.
that. That's just weird.
I like mashed potatoes. What's wrong
Oh,
with mashed
so do
potatoes?
I. But that's just mashed potatoes with gravy and some cheese.
So good.
Oh, so
It's like PFK, except KFC. Sorry, I'm using
Yeah.
the French term. Jeez, it starts well. It's like KFC brown sauce on mashed potatoes, except the fat is actually cheese.
That sounds amazing.
I think that's what it is.
That sounds like something that would be in America.
it does.
Yeah,
Like
it does.
you put some, like 40 next to it, and like a shotgun, and then like a tractor, and you've got America right there in one little
America.
glimpse of the eye.
It should at least be at the what's it called? Art Attack Grill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This down. Where's the heart attack grill?
I
Are
have
those all
no
over or
idea.
just in Vegas?
I've never heard of it, so I don't.
Really?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's in Vegas. People are known to die there.
That
See, it's the kind of
sounds
thing they show Canadians to
Yeah.
terrible.
belittle Americans.
Yeah, we're showing your worst.
Of course.
Of course.
Why wouldn't you?
Speaking of your worst, what games have you been playing this week, guys?
Go again. So I actually signed up for the No New Games 2015.
Nice.
Oh, great.
That I found out about it from Norman Caruso. He posted something on Twitter about it. I was like, "What's this? Is ridiculous. Who would do this?" And then I started reading it and like the explanation as to why this is probably a good idea, especially for people like me who will be like, "Oh, I just happened to come up with $50. Time to go buy video games."
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to pay that bill this month. I should probably use that money to buy video games. So I'm reading it and I'm like, wow, this actually makes sense because to make a long story short, it's more about the quality of the games and not the quantity. And there's rules and stuff like if you want to buy a game, you have to sell games that you already own. To raise that money, you can't just take money from your paycheck to buy it, or it has to be gifted to you either through an actual gift of the game or somebody gives you a gift card. So anyway, I decided like, okay, that's probably what I need to do. Like I've already got too many games that I don't play. They just sit on my shelf, and as much as that beautiful sight is, it's still kind of nerve-wracking. So I started going through all of my games, looking for like a game that I had put a ton of time in before, but for some reason just, like after I was finished with it, I just put it away and I haven't touched it in years. So I actually popped in Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest.
Oh.
And that game is awesome.
It is.
Like,
It's the best of the series.
Oh, absolutely. And see,
Yeah.
and that was hard for me to say that as a kid because I was a Nintendo Power guy. So like I've got all the cassettes from the Club Nintendo that they had. And one of the tapes that they sent out was about Donkey Kong Country and when Rare was working on it and before the game was released. And like as a kid I was like, "Oh my god, look at this game. It's amazing. 3D sprites and blah, blah, blah." So I was like, "There's, playing this game. Oh, this game's great." Sequel comes out. I'm like, "Yeah, this is okay, but it's not Donkey Kong Country." Then the third one comes out. I'm like, "That still not Donkey Kong Country." And then I play it recently, and I'm like, "Wow, this is so much better than Donkey Kong Country." Like I was such a stupid kid back in the day.
It's actually the pretty much the game I play the most with my girlfriend, and it's the only one she gave me. I guess it's the only one she still home.
See, that's
pretty-
sweet, man.
Yeah, it's great.
That's
It's a great game, man. People say like there's no Donkey Kong, so it sucks, basically, which is one of the arguments I've heard most of the time. But I mean, Donkey Kong is just slow and bulky and.
True, but I mean, just in terms of gameplay mechanics, like they built on it so much to make it so much more than you thought it could be. Like, one of the things that like the hidden barrels that just like I don't remember what level it's in, but it's like you see like just this little banana by itself, and you're like, "Oh, sweet." So like you jump it, and like halfway through the jump, you realize it's just a bottomless pit, and you're just dead. And it's like you're cursing the developers because you're like, why would you just put this tiny little banana there and just trick me into going out there and then like the barrel pops out of nowhere and it shoots you to a bonus barrel and you're like, I would have never saw that if I. Thank you, Rare. I appreciate it now. Collecting those coins, the Kremlin coins that you actually have to use to pay to save your game. I mean, I love stuff like that. Like it's so, I don't know, it's daring, I guess, because nowadays with games like there's checkpoints every 10 seconds, where you actually have to go back to previous levels to save your game, and then if you don't have enough coins, you actually have to beat the boss again to go back to the world that you were at. Like it seems kind of like filler. But the thought behind it, like you got to harness your resources, and you really need to be meticulous when you're running through these levels to collect everything there is to be collected, and like that, I don't know, like I just don't feel that anymore when I'm playing more modern games. So like I can appreciate it.
It's super fair also because I think the first time you have the chance to save, it's free.
Exactly.
Every time you go back, it's 2 coins.
Right. Man, it's so good. I wish I had somebody to play with it now. That's been nice.
I'll fly down. We'll play together.
All right, cool. I got a spare bedroom.
All right, cool.
What about you guys?
What have you been playing, Jonathan?
I've been playing, and I hate that I've been playing that because I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Suikoden 2.
Okay.
It's the latest PSN classic that's been released.
Nice.
So it's basically a JRPG for the PS1, sequel to the first one that was also on the PS1. I don't know if you guys are very RPG guys. I don't think so, at least. Not that much.
Yeah.
It's not something. I don't want to say I avoid them, but I definitely don't go seeking them.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So it's still a long game, but I think, Hunter, there's one thing that I know you'd like. Just the level up system. You don't have to grind that much because every time you move forward from dungeon to the dungeon, the enemies give more X point, but it's based like on 1,000 cycle. Every 1,000 X point you get a level, and if you're a lower level, there's like a curve that just recently I had a guy that I picked up that was like level 3, and I was level 35, and just beating one enemy gave me 17 levels.
Nice.
So within 10 battles, I was catching up. So it's basically it's a pretty typical JRPG. You start off as some random kid, like always.
Just some random. Wait,
And
let me
you-
guess. So you start off as a random kid. His family gets kidnapped, or his village burns down. And then you meet either a woman or another young man who happens to be like a magic user or a healer or something.
It's close to that. You start
Ah,
off.
I love it. I love it already.
You start off in the evil army, and they like file you for treason for some reason. They frame you for treason, and you end up leading like the rebel army
Save your country.
to save your country. But the
course.
thing that's great about this game is that you lead up the rebel army to save the world, but you're just not like 6 people against 3,000. You actually build up an army
That's
of
cool.
like a couple of thousand people. And when you go out on quests, it's like quests that require like small groups, like recon or trying to go and ally with that country or the other country to be the rebel. So it's got some good ideas and it does them well.
All right. I might have to check that out then.
That does sound
Nice.
pretty cool.
What have you been playing, Jason?
I've been playing. Well, as I've mentioned in the podcast before, I'm building that N64 emulation machine.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's going well. I've got the power switch working now. So you can power it on using the Nintendo 64 power switch, which is cool. I just got to mount the motherboard, and I'm getting there. Just have to go to Home
So-
Depot.
What's your experience with this kind of stuff?
None.
Okay, and
Like hardware mods? Or
well, so you're doing something that I've been wanting to do because I have a fried NES and a fried Sega Genesis, and I
Yeah.
would love to get like a Raspberry Pi or a mini ITX board. I think that's what's
Yeah.
called, and make something like this. But like my knowledge of anything hardware related, you could write on a 50-cent stamp.
fair enough.
So like I'm curious. Like I've been like following your
Yeah.
posts on like Twitter and on the One More Castle, and it's like, wow, this looks like fun. really
I
wanna do
don't
this.
have any. I've got experience with computer stuff. 'Cause I work IT, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of kind of building and wiring, not so much. And by not so much, I mean none whatsoever. Other than,
So you bought like the soldering iron from
I don't even have one of those yet. I haven't had any
Really?
need, but yeah, I got like a rotary tool, so I was like cutting things, and condos smelled like burnt plastic for a while, which I'm sure was great for my health.
See, I strike wires with my teeth.
Yeah.
usually.
Yeah,
And
you
see,
should
I have been
with my teeth
trained
as
at
well.
that, so
Yeah.
I've actually had classes
Whoa.
in that, and I still do it with my teeth.
But I've been playing on it to test it, and just when I'm bored, I decided to start a season of NHL '96 for the Genesis.
That's the good one.
That's the good one. I did some research.
Looking for a hockey
how
game.
related
Switch to
that.
The worst part was getting there, because going through these games, I literally downloaded full collections. So
Oh.
like every single Genesis game, every single Super Nintendo game, every blah 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 blah. There are so many bloody duplicates.
Yeah.
And then you're going through you load them all in one window. You're like, okay, which Madden for which system and what year is the best one? Because I certainly don't need 10 versions of Madden.
Yeah, and then you have to deal with like the Mad 95 version 1, Mad 95 version
Yeah.
1.1 Japan only, and it's like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Nobody plays
then there's-
Madden over in Japan.
And then people have hacks they've added in, so there's a bunch of hacks in there and a bunch of
Yeah.
fan translations. I'm like, I don't need Super Mario Brothers with a wall hack in Portuguese. But NHL '96 is pretty good. It's
Yeah, it's
that's some nice arcade hockey.
Yeah, it's the one I played when I was young.
It's a good fight system too.
Haven't fought with anyone yet.
What?
I don't. Yeah, no one's fought me. I've sent several people to the hospital in the game. Like he'll check them, and be like, "Oh, he's out for the period." You're like, "Oh, okay." I've never fought anyone.
And I think it still has like the Jets and
Yeah.
the North Stars.
I think North Stars are in it.
No,
the,
North Stars are gone.
the Whalers are in it,
Yeah.
which is nice. But yeah, no, it's great. I'm kind of just even talking about it. I kind of want to just leave right now and just go play some hockey.
All right,
you
well,
guys.
We'll see you
it's been
later.
a good show. So
Yeah.
I guess
Is anyone available to replace Jason, I guess?
Yeah.
hop in real quick, or
Yeah, you know.
Maybe who just joined?
now we don't want you to log off, Jason. We want to watch you play this game.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
really?
point my webcam at
Yeah.
the other monitor where it will be playing on.
Just a little background sexiness you got
Oh, yeah.
going on
Oh,
there.
yeah.
That's,
But
Other monitor.
speaking of other background sexiness,
oh my God, what's that
I don't know. I have to segue somehow.
even? Do you? Do you?
I've learned from the worst.
Yes. We all have learned from the worst, for sure.
Mhm.
We've got a listener email discussion question.
Yay.
Yay! This was from Chris Owens. And he asks, hey guys, sorry to hear you've been short of questions recently. How about this one? Would the Metroid series be as popular as it is today if Samus was a man? Hope everyone has a great holiday season. Chris Owens. I'm going to jump right on that and say, just based on the fact that Samus is in armor the entire time, and yeah, it doesn't really, nothing to do with Samus's character has anything to do with her gender. I don't think it affects it.
Yes and no. I think the keyword there is popular.
Right.
Because I've had pretty much the same thought about, because I've played through most Metroid games, and a couple of them it definitely affects, like Fusion. The kind of backstory in Metroid Fusion on the Game Boy Advance that they give, it's the interaction between Samus and I don't know who that guy is, Adam something. Let's call him that. And I don't think it'd be the same if Samus was a man.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree with you. Like Super Metroid, even if Samus was a man, it would be the same great game. Same thing for the NES one. Same thing for the Game Boy one. Maybe for the Game Boy Advance, not for Game Boy Advance, for the GameCube, Metroid Prime, because when you shoot like the plasma thing, or when they're static, you see a reflection.
Yeah.
That's like a small part, but it's a nice part. But I mean, I don't think Metroid would have sold as well if people wouldn't have spread around the rumor / fact that Samus was a woman.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure some people picked it up just for that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there's no doubt on that. But like, I don't know. For me, it was. I mean, I had Metroid for the NES when I was a kid, and that game is so freaking hard that there was just no chance in hell I was ever going to beat it. And then when Super Metroid came out, like that game really gripped me. So playing, like I played, that was like the first Metroid game I played from start to finish. Like it collected absolutely everything. The whole 18 hours that it takes me to play that game. And because you notice that she's a woman in the intro, and I guess maybe I was just because I was just dumb, or I just wanted to play the game. I never really thought too much about it, and it's kind of funny because like I haven't thought too much about the whole women in video games and how they're portrayed until like recently, like the past couple of years when people have been like, hey, this is a problem. Like I remember games like Dead or Alive Volleyball, where there was a jiggle option, and I'm just like, that's just dumb. Why would you do that? That's silly. I mean, it's not these girls aren't real. Why would you even go that far with it? And I just stayed away from those games just because I thought they were dumb and childish. But I guess to me, like it was never that big of a deal, and then until recently, and it was like, oh yeah, actually this is a big deal, and like that hasn't been handled correctly for a long time. But I don't know, and again, that's just me. So maybe it's just because I was ignorant to the entire situation, and I was just more worried about getting like the screw attack because you could break blocks with it while you were jumping. That's what I was really concerned about. That because I've never beaten Super Metroid 2 fast enough to even see her without her armor on. So like it just never was a thing to me. You know what I mean? Like I just never. I suck, man. Like I'm terrible when it comes to this stuff. So.
But I think Super Metroid, like when you beat it, it's you. automatically see her in the bikini. The first, the NES one, it's you have to go pretty fast, but
Okay.
the SNES, the Super NES one, I don't think so. I'm not sure. Anyways,
Yeah.
when Samus dies, you see it.
Right,
Honestly.
yeah. Well, again, as a kid, when that happens, it's like I don't even know what I'm looking at
No.
because it's so bright. Like I don't know. Like I think it's definitely helped the success of the series to continue because she is such a strong female leader, and honestly, one of the best series of video games that I personally have ever played. But I don't. To me, it doesn't seem like it's more of a recent thing than back then. Like I think the game is a great game and it's popular because it's got great game mechanics
Yeah.
and it's a compelling story and I love sci-fi stuff. So
But I think you've got a point that it's I think it's going to continue to be popular because Samus is a woman, and
yeah, well, yeah,
she's one of like a good female protagonist.
yes,
So it's people are going to continue talking about that just because she is, and that's going to make Metroid not only be popular but stay popular and stay relevant for a long time. I think.
no, that's absolutely. And if that just, I mean, at the end of the day, if that just means more games for us, I think we all win
Yep.
because video games.
Because video games. Oh, and I looked it up. In Super Metroid, you have to beat the game in under 3 hours to see her.
What? Super Metroid?
Yep. If you beat it in 3 to 5, her helmet comes off, but her face is still like has a different helmet on. And
Oh.
if more than 5 hours, it's just the armor.
Because I think I've never beaten it under 4.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah, look at the big man.
Nah,
Super Metroid under
it's
4
like
hours.
it's like 428, and that's like
Nice.
the best time I had, which is the last time I played, and it's the one
Must
time.
be nice.
So, but I imagine female protagonists everywhere. So, I mean, I thought Zero was a girl for
Okay, fair enough.
maybe 14 years. Final Fantasy
Yeah.
Tactics as a main protagonist that I thought was a girl for the first time I played. I even named him the name of my sister. First time I played. So, yeah,
Cool. All right. That was a good question.
it was.
Thanks, Chris Owens. And remember, you can send in your podcast email discussion questions to podcast@onemorecapsule.com. We're always happy to read them and always happy to talk about them. But it's time for a musical break.
Musical break.
Musical break. So, as you're familiar with the show, this is the time when we can go to the washroom, get a drink, do whatever you want.
The washroom.
The washroom, the bathroom, whatever, the water closet.
The old WC.
Gonna go out into the snow to the outhouse.
The porcelain paradise.
Porcelain.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that one.
I shall return.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take a quick washroom break.
I think I am as well. So stay tuned, watchers. We'll be back momentarily.
Yeah.
All right. Who's out there? I'll have to go through what you people posted. A happy New Year to you, Jonathan Higgins. I just want to say I'm so happy to have another Canadian on here.
Canadian. I mean, I'm from Quebec, so I mean, Canadian. Are we really true Canadians?
You are. You're in Canada.
Yeah. I guess
If we want
people...
to be technical, none of us are really true Canadians.
Yeah. None of us.
None of us.
Not even Hunter.
No.
Especially not Hunter.
Especially not Hunter. Well, maybe Hunter. Isn't that right, Hunter?
Nope.
Yep.
So wait, how are you not Canadians?
No, he's Canadian.
I am. It's the whole Quebec thing.
Yeah.
Remember in the Simpsons episode, Quebec's got the bomb.
Yeah.
It's true.
There's a bit of cultural tension in our country.
Yep.
Oh. Interesting.
Not as much as there was. But
No.
still a bit.
Because it's pretty stupid to have it now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh shit! Opinions, man. Should get him out so loud.
But you guys are so apologetic. I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah. Well, we go up, we say some things, and we apologize, and shake hands and leave.
Have some poutine.
Oh,
See,
God.
that's why Rob Ford was so popular, because he
Yeah.
did so many stupid stuff. He had to apologize all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
Man, when that was all going on, it hit huge here in the States,
Yeah, I
too.
know.
Good times.
It's like finally they have an idiot too.
Yeah. One of us.
Yeah, you gotta get somebody in there to mix it up every once in a while.
Yeah.
Mm.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So
All right.
how was your guys' holiday?
It was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was busy.
Yeah, it was busy. It was a good busy, though. Not like I have to work too much busy.
No, it's I have to do something in my hobbies and I don't have barely enough time. So
Fair enough.
I was supposed
How
to
about you,
write.
Oh yeah, it was good. It was good.
Nice.
Have you heard of the 52 game challenge? Because you mentioned the no new game challenge, but there's like another one that's pretty much popular.
52 game challenge.
Beat a game a week?
Yeah,
Oh,
beat 52 games in a year.
I think I've done it before. I murdered yeah, I did it one year. I think I did that in 2013. I had a huge Steam backlog that I just murdered through.
I don't even know where I'd find the time, man.
But I mean, there are a couple of quick games, I guess.
Yeah,
But no,
Yeah, that's true.
I definitely wouldn't have time.
that's the thing. I couldn't.
Like basically, the only reason I play RPGs is because I do my exercise bike at the same time.
Oh, nice.
So I play it like on the PSP emulator, and that's basically the only time I play a week.
Nice. Hey, if it works, man. I mean,
Yeah, I do that. I'll play some games when I'm on the exercise bike. Just use the controller and play, I don't know, platformer or something. I once tried to do a first-person shooter, like on the GameCube, while on a treadmill.
I'm
Your
sure
brain-
that didn't work out
Oh,
too.
no, the thing is, your brain eventually goes, you know what, Jason? You're strafing right. You should take a step right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thanks, brain. Ah!
See, that's why I played it. The best game to play on the exercise bike or treadmill is pretty much Pokemon. It's so easy and so stupid. It's you don't have to use your brain or anything.
I'm gonna have to start doing this. More
Yeah, I'll
often.
play Pokemon at work when I'm on my phone. It's just like a slow day at work. Like I'll just grind for 45 minutes and collect some Pokemon, and then
Nice.
they're like, "Oh, somebody's coming. Oh yeah, how's it going?
How's
Yeah,
it
what can I
going?
do for you? Yeah, no, I'll just put this on pause. It's fine. No, it's
Okay. got Charizard's doing fine. He's good.
Yeah. So, good times.
Nice.
Right. Sorry.
That's all right. All right. Shall we get back to it?
Let's get back to it.
Let's get back to it. Let me just pull up the interlude track. All right. And welcome back. The last track you heard was Let's Go Dance, a remix by Nines from Lemmings. You can download it over at ocremix.org, and we'll have a link in the podcast page. But
That's
now,
true.
that's true, we will. But now it's time for your favorite part of the show. It's the Retro Showdown.
What?
What?
Sorry.
It's a retro something.
The Retro Showdown.
Oh.
Yeah.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Boom goes the night. Before we start, our last showdown winner, continuing or resurrecting his juggernautness, was Hunter with Clue for the Super Nintendo, who narrowly beat me out by 1 vote with my Dragon Ball Z.
Yes. Clue 2085 is going to happen. Kickstarting it right now.
It has to happen.
Bailey's going to be so pissed that someone won with a board game video game.
Yeah, because I don't think he's ever won one. That's great. Gold makes me feel full, warm, and fuzzy inside. Clue. So good. So good. So good.
All right. And this week's theme, we're going to do best original Nintendo black box games that aren't Mario. So they can only be a black box game, and they can't be Super Mario Brothers. So I guess shouldn't have brought Mario Hunter.
Yeah, I probably should have brought this. Damn it.
All right, I guess I'll start. Let me just get the stopwatch up.
Get that stopwatch up.
Yeah, onlinestopwatch.com.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. But I do take bribes.
What?
What? All right. So I guess I'll begin. Developed by Nintendo R&D 1, this game saw you take weapons in hand and hunt down the most foul of opponents.
Oh, I get it.
Did you get it?
I get it. Okay.
Foul?
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
It's Duck Hunt, guys. I brought Duck Hunt. Because when actually going through the black box games, I realized, hey, I think I've actually, the only other one I've played is Super Mario. No, I played Excite Bike. I lied. I played Donkey Kong. Okay, I played a lot of these. But I brought Duck Hunt. It lets you shoot ducks.
Oh.
And it lets you shoot those clay pigeons that aren't really pigeons, they're discs.
It's true.
And actually, for the first 22 years of my life, I didn't know that clay pigeon mode existed. I thought it was just shooting ducks. It's Duck Hunt.
Wow. That's,
Jason getting the credibility in there.
Yep.
That's right. Just, slapping that retro gaming-isness.
Such a retro gamer.
Right in your ear holes.
You should have read my guide.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Hunter,
Hey.
are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, you can start.
Okay. If you were like me, growing up, you had an older sibling, which meant you were always player 2. Always Luigi, always Jimmy Lee, always unnamed Rebel Commando 2. Times were tough. But then Nintendo did something wonderful. They created a robotic friend that would play with you. Now, he's always player 2, and you, the controller of your own destiny. One of my favorite games to play with Rob the robot was Gyromite. You control a professor that's trying to remove all of the dynamite to prevent
30
a
seconds.
big explosion. Why is there dynamite? Nobody knows. It's Gyromite.
All right.
Can you play any other game with Rob?
Stack Up.
Oh,
Yeah, those are the only two games. Where Stack Up's not really a game per se, because like the way that it works is like you're supposed to rearrange the discs in a certain pattern, and then the game's like, did he get it right? And you're like, no, not really. But, yeah. We'll just say that he did because I don't want to hurt Rob's feelings so he doesn't kill me while I sleep.
You should. You should.
Gyromite. Gyromite. Jonathan.
Yep.
Are you ready?
I am.
All right, you may begin.
When our friend Dustin Faber picked the team for this retro showdown, he forbid us from bringing Super Mario Bros. He did not, however, ban Mario altogether. Hence, my pick for this retro showdown is a title from the arcade classic series, Mario Bros. Like many retro gamers, I have fond memory of the original Mario Bros. Game, navigating a static underground sewer system and getting rid of turtles, crab, bees, and avoiding fireballs. With your brother Luigi introduced for the first time, you'll be challenged and will challenge each other. The quick and efficient gameplay of Mario Bros. Allowed it to be ported multiple times as a minigame in more complete and popular games such as Super Mario Bros. Deluxe and most of the Super Mario Advance series, both games allowing competitive play through the on cable. Of course, the minigame was also present in Mario Bros. 3. In fact, many people, including myself, discovered Mario Bros. Through Super Mario Bros. 3, making the two games inseparable. It's Mario Bros., or as some people know it, that minigame in Super Mario Bros. 3.
That's sad but true.
Sad but true. So true.
It's basically Mario Bros. 3. Basically.
Yeah.
I still remember that, figuring that out, and you're like, oh, there's like a mini game in this game. That's cool. Oh, I've played this before.
Yeah.
And then going out and actually picking up the cartridge for Mario Brothers, and it's like, oh, this is it? This game sucks.
Nah.
There's nothing here. There's no Goombas. There's no overworld. It's this little crab guy. Like,
but there's no water levels. There's no. I mean, it's basically the best Mario Brothers game out there, according to Pierre Gauguin, who wrote the Utter Poop column for it.
It's true.
Oh yeah, because his word's good. Yeah, we should.
You know
Mario
what?
Bros.
At least it's not Mario Clash.
I mean, it could be worse. I mean, you could only realize the game exists because, I don't know, the main accessory for it would have been introduced in Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be worse.
That would be worse. That'd be terrible.
Yeah?
That'd be a terrible game. What are you doing, Andre?
Sorry. Nothing.
Are you texting people?
I'm not doing. No, I'm doing none of those things. Yeah, Mario Brothers. It's a boring game. It's really bad.
So yeah, how do you like your accessory peddling game?
Oh, it's a freaking robot, Jason.
Explain Gyromite to
Ready
me.
to
I've never
Yeah,
played
just
the
yeah.
world.
What the hell's a gyromite?
Oh, Gyromite. What isn't Gyromite? Is the question you
Good.
should be asking yourself. Gyromite was a platformer of sorts, where you play as a professor who does not have the ability to jump or to attack whatsoever. So whatever you've learned from platforming games, just throw it out the window because there's none of that crap in Gyromite. Now Rob is dedicated to placing his little gyros on either the left or the right pedestals, which correlate to the controller on player 2, A or B. So what you do is you flash the screen a certain color. He'll pick up the gyro and place it on whatever color that correlates. There's two different colors. Both colors are used to control different like pipes or pillars. So if it's a blue pillar, you tell him to move the gyro to the blue pillar or the blue pedestal, which hits like the B button on the player 2 controller, and then the pedestal will disappear and you can kind of walk through it and then you go back and forth. So you can time it if you're really good. You can time it just right so that the enemies get squashed, but you also have to be careful because you can be squashed as well, not just because there's a timer on the pedestal or anything like that, but sometimes those little gyros like are spinning so fast they fall off. So there's a outside element to the game that you have to worry about, and it's got a robot.
This looks terrible.
Oh, it's so good. Now, if you don't have Rob the robot, which shame on you if you don't have Rob the robot, but you can still play the game with another player. It's just, it's a lot easier because you're not waiting 35 seconds for Rob to pick up these tiny little gyros and gently place them on pedestals.
So you're saying this is better without the Rob accessory?
No, of course not. No.
No, I'm watching a gameplay video, and it reminds me of Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle.
Yeah.
Only worse, because you need a gimmick for it.
Is it a gimmick, though? Is Rob
it's a gimmick?
I mean, there's 2 games that you can use him with.
Yeah.
Robot.
I mean, I could use a Power Glove from her games.
Ouch.
That's, yeah, I think you could use it for all of them, can you?
I don't think you can use it for Duck Hunt.
Well, you are, yeah. Well, I was going to say, and using the term "use" the Power Glove very loosely. So, I mean,
it's actually pretty good with Red Racer. It works.
Why?
Okay.
Because of the movie? Because of the wizard?
No. Honestly, I tried like all the games I had when I had a Power Glove, and the only one that worked remotely well was Red Racer. I got beat, like, I tried ice hockey, I got beat like 30-0. And I'm Canadian. I mean,
yeah, that's you lose like your Canadian card?
probably.
Do you guys have cards?
Cards?
What?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Gyromite. Super
Gyromite.
good.
Yeah.
It's Rob. How much did this cost? I can't see Rob being cheap.
No. So from my understanding, he was only packaged in with consoles, so in the NES console. I'm sure it was like $5.99 or something like that, $6.99.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
You know what? He's much better as a Smash Brothers character than any gaming accessory.
Yeah. So I've heard that he's pretty good as a Smash.
Yeah, I kind of like him.
Yeah.
Is he still in there?
Yep, still in there.
Oh.
He's my go-to.
Yeah, it's lucky nobody picked the Ice Climbers, because that would have been a great argument.
Yeah. Would have been a great... Yeah. God.
So you pick Duck Hunt, which there is the Duck Hunt character.
There is.
And Super Smash.
I think. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mario's in Super Smash. Oh, so everybody's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all. See, that's all Smash Brothers is, man. It's just going back to the black box games and just saying what terrible crap. Like, I'm surprised Clue Land isn't in that game.
Oh, you know what? He has a cameo.
Is he like a statuette or something?
Yeah, you can summon him. And he does something stupid. Same with a couple of the black box games. You can summon them as little items.
Like assist trophies or whatever you call them.
Yeah, pretty much. Gyromite. I don't like. Okay, so I don't know what to say about Gyromite because it's just so bad.
I mean, that's
like it was designed to make parents waste money on Rob with the promise that hey, we'll make more games. That Rob will use. And then they made one other.
It's like that kind of it kind of uses the gameplay of a lot of arcade games like Popeye or Mappy Land or all these crappy games that just pretty much changed when Mario Bros came around.
Yeah, they were all definitely experimental platforming games. Like, we don't really know what we're doing yet. Like we just I don't know what we're doing.
Like Load Runner or Dig Dug or just moving around doing stuff that doesn't really change anything.
Oh, it all matters.
Yeah.
All of it matters. I mean, unlike Duck Hunt, which that game, like, if you're looking for mind-numbing pseudo entertainment, it's coming out of Duck Hunt. Like, there's a reason why Duck Hunt was packaged with 2 other games. Yep. Because it cannot hold its own.
I mean, who has a Duck Hunt cartridge, like, all alone?
Hunter does.
I do. Yeah.
Did you say you do too?
No, I don't.
No.
I have the triple cartridge with the power pad, which is the only accessory I kept for the Nintendo.
You know what? Duck Hunt's it lets you use that now dead accessory, the light gun.
Okay, I thought we were going to say the Catholic TVs.
Oh.
Well, see, that's the other problem too, man. Like those Zapper games, man, they just don't work on it. Flat
No.
screen, like it's. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I still have a tube TV.
Yeah.
It's because I even have a tube TV in reserve, sitting in my basement just in case if the thing breaks. Like
Just
I'm
so
ready.
you play Duck Hunt?
Yeah, Duck Hunt or Lethal Enforcers or
Hogan's
House of
Alley.
the Dead.
Safari Hunt. You know the good hunting game from the Sega Master System?
Oh, Safari Hunt, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine actually has it built into the system.
Ooh.
Which that took me forever to figure out how to get that running. All you have to do is turn on the system without a game in it.
Oh.
No idea.
Yeah, I think
Powered on, I'm like, what's this? What is this?
I have just the racing game for that.
Oh, Hang On or Super Hang On?
Hang On, yeah. Super Hang On.
Yeah. I don't know, like, Duck Hunt, like, my experience with Duck Hunt was something to do after you've been brutally murdered through Super Mario Brothers, and you just need something else to do for your brain to, just to switch sides. And you play that game until the graphics get so corrupted on the screen that you have no idea what you're looking at or what you're shooting at or anything like that, and you just keep pulling that trigger, man. Just
Yep.
praying.
You just get up, move in front of the TV, put the light gun on the screen directly, and follow ducks.
Oh, yeah. Done
Which
that.
was the other thing that every 5-year-old kid did.
Yeah.
And
Jason still does to this day.
I do.
Yeah.
How do you play, Jason? How do you play Duck Hunt? I'm sure you don't have a TV that plays Duck Hunt.
I don't.
Do you shoot a light bulb? Or
It's
Because
set
how
up
you
so
used to work.
That's right.
You could use one of the, I guess, the Wii sensor bar. Shooting at the same IR stuff. Couldn't you?
No, because it's
No,
got
I don't
something to
think so.
do with the light flash, like when you pull the
Yeah,
trigger.
That's
on-
with
that's
the
the
CRT
white.
itself.
it's actually a light captor.
Is it? Hmm.
That's what it is. I mean, you could download it for your Wii U. I mean, it's
Yeah, I
It was
could do that.
released.
Use the Wiimote.
I'll give you the coolest thing about Duck Hunt is controlling the ducks with the second
Yeah.
controller.
yeah, which was hilarious because like honestly I think it comes out like every 6 or 7 years, but like it wasn't too long ago. Like it came out and everyone was like, "What?
Yeah,
You
Pop
think
Fiction.
It's a 2-player game?
It's the first time I learned about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like, don't you guys read your instruction booklets, man? It's all in there. It tells you how to do it. It's no big deal. I mean, how are you supposed to know the story unless if you read that instruction booklet?
well, if you read an instruction booklet, and you're 4 years old, and you don't speak English, it's pretty hard.
all right, yeah, okay. All right.
See, that's why I know Samus was a
Excuses.
woman, because I couldn't read any of the text, so I had to concentrate on what I was seeing. So.
No, that's
Fair enough.
I could see the issue. It's true.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm going to say I hate about Mario Bros? Going from Mario Brothers 3 or something, where jumping on your enemies would kill them,
And now
And
it
then
kills you, yeah.
and now kills you.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, it's not even that.
This
Like,
isn't
it's that's the thing, man. Because like the original Mario Brothers, like it was so out of left field. Like you kind of saw what they were trying to do,
yeah.
but for some reason it just wasn't working, and it was just like suddenly somebody was like, "All right, you know what? We're gonna take this and we're just gonna do the complete opposite of everything." So like stomping on enemies kills them. You don't die. Like the collecting coins gives you more lives. Like it's
Yeah.
not just a single screen, and like let's make it huge. Like it's.
It's a world.
But collecting coins in the original, it's what makes you win, right? Or is that no? That's the minigame.
Yeah, that's the minigame.
the
Yeah,
minigame.
I keep mixing these two up.
I just shows you which generation we're from.
I mean,
it's just
no
adds
no
to
other
the
game
point.
has jumping under enemies also, though. And it's something pretty clever, and it kind of teaches you that you can do that in Mario Brothers and every other game after it.
Yeah, with the blocks and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's right. I mean, that's pretty clever if they thought about keeping that in because of the original arcade. Like that's. I mean,
And the POW block. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, they really brought that back in Mario Brothers 2. That was a big thing with that power.
Was it in Doki Doki Panic or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It didn't say "pow" on it, but it was the same idea. It's like you hit it, and all the enemies flip over. So that was another thing too. Is like there's so many enemy types in that game that just don't seem to exist anymore. You know, like the little creepy blue crab that's like super fast and just like that thing used to terrify me as a child. I just couldn't get away from him.
It's pretty ugly, yeah. And it's when you hit it once, it's like foaming at the mouth.
Yeah,
when I was a kid,
I
I
was
thought it was,
pissed.
like, mega teeth that he had.
Yeah.
That was super scary. But and the last one is it's kind of the bee, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like was it a bee or was it like a butterfly or something? Because it would fly up and then stop, and then like fly up again.
I think it's a bee. Not sure.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Game's terrible.
Hey, it's still competitive play like at the same time.
Oh, no
which is
doubt.
Pretty cool, also.
Yeah, I mean that was one of the big things from the arcade. Is the majority of those games weren't, and like when you get something like that on the home console, I mean that's perfect.
Yeah, and it's one of the first game that actually impeding someone is pretty much a better strategy than being good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If only you could play with Rob. That worked out just fine.
If only there was
Why
more-
do you scoff? Why are you guys scoffing?
He's the ultimate. You know what? I'm here.
Rob the robot.
See, I had a power
Liar
glove
said in
before.
our comments, Rob is the gimmick.
Yeah, he's amazing.
The gimmick. He
Wait,
is
is gimmick
nothing
like
but
a-
gimmick?
Is gimmick like a bad word?
Gimmick's a bad word.
Oh,
Gimmick is bad.
nuts.
He is bad.
You're thinking of Gadget, which is not bad.
I don't know. Isn't there?
I mean, I had a power glove before, and if I had a power glove and Rob, I probably would have kept the power glove and sold Rob
Yeah.
instead of selling the power glove.
That's ridiculous.
And it's not even done by Nintendo, so
What, the Power Glove?
yeah.
Really?
No, it's Mattel.
Oh, really?
No shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Other less
Yeah,
known
that's
fact
Mattel.
about the power glove, it smells awful when it's used.
Well, yeah, 'cause, I mean, it just gets your nasty hand in it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's. I wish somebody would like reverse engineer that thing, and make it to the point where like it's just like just a couple of straps and it's super lightweight. Because I still think, even though with like the Wii remote and like I don't know, like something like that. Like, I don't know, Wolverine claws. That's all I keep coming to mind, is having
So
Wolverine
you want like a
claws.
nice, lightweight, like useful version.
Yeah, like just something that, you
Because
know.
Hard.
the glove itself isn't bad. It's the whole like ultrasonic setup around the TV.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
just
right,
awful,
because
you have like
sensors and
huge
stuff.
tubes and sensors, and
Yeah.
it keeps falling off. So you have
if we
to
made
take
it
it to your
wireless.
TV.
Yeah, you can make it Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe instead of a glove, it's like a sheath. So you just kind of strap it on your arm instead of like this horrible, awkward glove.
That'd be cool, just like the make it
Yeah.
medieval looking too. With Wolverine claws on the end of it. It's got to have Wolverine
You know the
claws.
sad thing is, you could probably do this with the Kinect.
Yeah. The power gauntlet.
Then it could like detect your fingers and everything as well.
That'd be amazing.
Damn. Someone get on
Yeah.
this.
You
I think
could play.
someone did that, like with the what is it? The guy that managed to control the Master Hand in the Super.
That's what I was
Smash
gonna
Melee.
say. Yeah, like you could play as Master Hand with
Yeah.
that. Oh man!
Oh man, we
Somebody
should-
get Nintendo on the phone. Whose uncle works at Nintendo? Let's get this taken care of. The Power Gauntlet. Oh God,
Yeah.
it's delicious.
I'm really trying to find something cool to do with Rob, but I'm having a hard time.
Everything you could
Because Rob's-
come to
You
your
could melt
tea
him.
party. You could read him a book. You could
What
watch.
if the NES Rob could be the Rob Amiibo
Yeah.
That would
play by itself?
Yeah.
Nah, because then he'd walk into the room and be like, "Oh, Rob, you're playing with yourself again? Come on, man!
Yeah, that'd be awkward.
God,
Humping the Roomba and.
sorry, I was bored."
Does Rob talk?
No, man, come on.
No.
He
Does he,
barely
make does he make any noise?
No, yeah, like the whizzing noise of those
Yeah.
gears like cranking together, trying to move his ginormous body of plastic.
Do you plug it? You plug it in the console though, right?
No, you have
No?
to.
I mean, it's not wireless. I mean, it's 1985.
I don't
No.
think it even acts. It acts independent of the actual console, doesn't it?
Yeah, you just plug him into. No, it's you don't plug him into the wall either. It's like 5 C batteries, the size of batteries that nobody ever has. C batteries. That's just ridiculous. That's C.
So it's expensive to play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he'll crush
I mean-
those batteries in like an hour and a half.
I don't want to root for Jason, but it's I guess getting 5 C batteries is pretty much the same price as getting an old tube TV that you can play Duck Hunt with.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, I'd rather have the tube TV and Duck Hunt than.
Yeah.
because I mean to get
Rob
those
just
C
got it.
batteries, you'd have to build a time machine to go back in the past when they still made them.
Yeah.
Actually buy them. Yeah. My girlfriend has an elliptical machine that uses C batteries.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The hell? I haven't seen a C battery in.
20 years?
Yeah.
Haven't you been to Costco?
Yeah, I don't think we. I haven't seen them there. I was just at Costco.
Is it C or is it D? I get confused with her bra cup size.
But
So
Whoa. Whoa.
yeah,
Me too.
I haven't even seen D batteries in a while. Damn it! I'm gonna have to go search for these.
no, D batteries are at Costco.
Yeah, okay.
That's what you need to do, Jason. You walk into Costco and be like, "Excuse me, sir, could you please show me where the D batteries are?
I'm looking for the D.
I need to run my Rob again.
I need to find my C cell batteries, please."
Jesus.
Good time.
Wow. Yeah, Rob sucks.
And if you go looking for C batteries for Rob,
Yeah, that's just.
someone's gonna think and direct you to a sex shop. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I'm
you're
looking for C batteries for my Rob. Yeah.
My Rob.
Yeah, you're Rob. That's a good
Yeah.
name. Well, yeah, it's R.O.B.
Hey.
It's an algorithm, or that's
Yeah.
what this word is. What's the word?
Robotic orgasm buddy.
What? No, that's not. That's
Rob?
absolutely terrible. I don't have anything to do with this.
No.
No.
Okay.
You haven't talked about poop yet. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you had to
Oh.
blow it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just had to blow it.
Speaking of shit,
Oh, good God.
final arguments.
Yeah.
Hunter, why should people vote for gimmicky accessory game #1?
Son of a... You should vote for Gyromites because Nintendo had the stones to step out and be apart from everybody else and say, this is not a game console because of the crash. This is a toy because we got a giant robot. Check it out. His name's Rob. He's terrible, but you are gonna love him. And that's exactly what we did. We loved
Right.
him.
Jonathan, why should people vote for Mario Brothers the minigame?
Because it's the mini game. So a vote for Mario Brothers is a vote for Super Mario Brothers 3. Basically, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
That's sneaky.
That's low, man. That's...
Genius.
It's true,
That-
though. It's true.
Okay.
I wish I did it.
Oh, and that used to be such a pain in the ass. Like, if you're playing with somebody and you're like, oh, wow, I'm going to go get this whistle, and then they squeeze over on you and they stop you because you got to play a stupid mini game, and then you lose, and then they get to take the next turn, and then they get the whistle. Oh, God.
And
The
you
worst.
steal their stars. And their mushrooms.
Yeah.
Damn it. Ugh. All right. I'm going to say you should vote for Duck Hunt because it's the best duck killing simulator available on the original Nintendo.
Why does everything have to be a simulator?
I don't know. It just makes things better. More realistic?
Yeah.
Realistic? They had to turn the gun orange just
I
so
know.
it couldn't be realistic.
It's gray and
Stupid
orange. one of them.
Americans.
Stupid Americans.
Hmm.
All right. That's our podcast. Thanks for listening. Again, part of the VG Evo Podcast Network. This is episode 118. Remember to vote. Remember to email us your discussion questions. Podcast@onemorecastle.com. Jonathan, do you have any shoutouts? Any self-promotion you'd like to do?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at BigJonathan91. I should get back to writing in various places, so look out for trying to build a website for myself to get for you to get to know where I'm writing right now,
Yes.
and check out My Two Gills on One More Castle. And random shout out goes to Baby Legend because I just realized that I don't know what her name is.
Charlotte?
Yeah, I think it's
Somewhere?
Charlotte.
I don't know. I'm guessing if I don't know, it doesn't want it to be shared. So.
Baby Legend.
Baby Legend.
I just thought it was great that on Twitter he put "A legend is born," and everybody's like, "Oh!" Like that's hilarious.
Oh, that's so good. Hunter, do you have any shoutouts? Self-promotion? A good recipe for grandma's cookies?
Yeah. You can follow me on Twitter as well at Eric Hunter. For all things me, check out ericmhunter.net. That's I think I've said this joke before, but grandma's recipe was Nestle Toulouse. How'd she say it? It's a joke from Friends.
Right, I know that episode.
Yeah, it was Nestle Toulouse. I can't remember. Somebody will correct me, and then it'll be an all-out Twitter war.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Bring it. All right, you can follow me on Twitter at Jason Lamb. You can check out my website, jasonlamb.org. There's some stuff. You can follow me making an N64 on Twitter and on One More Castle, where I'll be chronicling whatever I do to it.
Rise to power.
Rise to power, yes. I'll be chronicling my rise to power. All right, that's episode 118. And remember, you are a bad enough dude to rescue the president. Good night.
Good night.
Part of me really wants to just not say it one night, just to see if, like, Bailey freaks right the hell out.
I don't say it.
Like, episode 119, I just don't say it, and see if he's like, we did
Yeah.
it for 118 episodes.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Wait, what?
What? What?
Yeah.
I saw you hesitating. I don't know if I imagined that you hesitate.
No, I was. It was going through my head. I was like, ooh, do I just not say it?
I thought you were looking for what to say, and I was kind of discouraged.
I've messed it up before. I don't mess it up
Yes.
again.
Yeah, I know.
Certainly, messed it up before.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for being on, Jonathan.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, man, it was
Thanks for
great.
having me.
Yeah, that was
Thank you
awesome.
so much.
No, I always get worried when I do some kind of public speaking, but went pretty well.
Oh, that was great.
Happy with that.
Talking about video games, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
That
these-
and the beer I had before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what
Oh
beer do you
yeah,
have?
of course. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the McCrocken.
I don't even know what that is. It sounds delicious.
It's a Quebec beer. It's Scotch ale with honey.
Ooh.
What? That's not a beer. That's liquor, man.
No, it's a Scotch ale.
What Scotch ale?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm assuming it's brewed in old Scotch barrels.
Yep. Exactly.
Amazing.
So it's super bitter because of the Scotch, but the honey takes the aftertaste right out.
That sounds
It's really my favorite beer. It's like 10.8%.
Damn.
Oh my god, I
What
need
was
to
the
move.
brand?
Sorry.
What was the brand?
It's and I'm gonna say the first French pronunciation of the night, the Bilboquet from Saint-Hyacinthe, Quebec.
Ah, oui.
So it's a small brewery.
All right,
Quebec.
cool. Damn, that sounds good.
Yeah, because an old English teacher of mine said that if you're worried about speaking another language, you take 2-3 portions of alcohol, should be fine.
And just floats off the tongue.
Yep.
Good to go. Nice. Well, seeing that you're our guest this week, you get the privilege of choosing the theme for next week's showdown.
And I'm so prepared. I already thought about it.
Sweet.
I'm not sure if you've done this before though. Games with announcers.
Ooh.
So where it's like
nice.
a written announcer or just like a narrator voice,
Yeah. Oh, I like that. That's good.
That is good.
Yeah.
like
the
Smash,
first one-
like Smash Brothers, but not Smash
Yeah.
Brothers because that'd be a
Yeah.
dick pic. So
First one that comes to mind, I've already brought.
what was it?
Rock and Roll Racing.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he's hilarious.
See, I thought of a couple of ones, but I'll let you guys pick.
No Sharon. Gosh.
Eh,
Cool.
even sports game, I guess. You can grab a couple.
Yeah, but that's kind of that's an easy go-to, you know, like. Oh, what's the name of that game? Damn it! I'm gonna have to find. Okay, I think.
And see, unlike Dustin, I'm not limiting to a couple of games. So I'm not forcing the next guest to rip apart his list of potential retro showdown picks,
It's true.
which I had made. Like I had like
damn, I'm
25.
sorry.
No. I did it way before being a guest host. I just wanted to have like a couple of titles that I knew I would bring or that I wanted someone to bring to the retro showdown.
All right.
And
Well,
frankly enough, none of them would.
damn. Well, we'll definitely have you on again, and then you can definitely use one of them.
Yeah, I guess that'd be great.
Sweet. No, that was awesome.
I agree.
Good stuff. All right.
Good stuff.
Good. All right. Make sure to
Congrats.
save your Audacity.
Oh
Yeah.
I need to stop that, right?
Yeah. Just
Oh,
before
no.
you export.
No.
No, I was recording as well, Hunter, this entire time.
Oh.
I know. Just before you export, make sure to save it because it happens to crash a lot. I've noticed during the export.
Yeah. And then if you have like a Dropbox or Google Drive or something, you can just upload it there and shoot me the link because
Okay.
the file will be too big to email through like Gmail. So
Yeah, I'll share it on Google Drive.
okay, and then I will download it immediately so it doesn't take up any of your space. So, well, gents,
Export it to MP3, right?
yes.
All right.
I gotta head out.
Yeah, me too.
First One More Castle podcast of 2015.
2015. Happy 2015.
There you go. It's gonna be a good one, Jonathan. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
man.
thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me.
And I'll
Happy
catch you
again.
guys on the flip side.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.
See ya.